There it is. So we better wake up if you guys are still tired. I'm doing okay today. There it is. Let's see. Who wants to be motivated? I have another Eddie Pinero video. You will become what you think about. How about that?
Sounds good.
Cool, cool.
Courage takes many shapes. Sometimes courage is slaying the dragon, and sometimes it's merely picking up the sword and seeing yourself worthy of swinging it. Sometimes courage is running, sometimes it's walking, sometimes it's crawling. And as we navigate life's seasons and oscillating chapters, as we transform, so does courage, right alongside us. It's relative. And understanding that can not only change your life, it can save your life. I recently got in touch with an old buddy of mine from childhood, hadn't talked to in years at this point. And he's been going through a rough time, a series of unfortunate events, and because of that, fallen into a bad place. And he's just a top-tier dude, huge personality, lights up every single room he walks into. And pretty quickly as we're talking, I could tell that it hurt him to walk me through, where he was and what he was going through. Almost as though there'd be some sort of judgment on my end. But see, here's the thing. No one is immune to succumbing from time to time to life's misfortune. That's just a reality. At any point in time, every single soul walking this planet is a few bad decisions away from rock bottom, just like they are a few good decisions away from the clarity and positive transformation and growth they've been looking for. And knowing that that's a fine line, to me, that's empowerment. Because it reminds us during the bad times we are, a few decisions away from climbing out. And during those good times that we're not infallible, that nothing should be taken for granted. No one is above misfortune. You're not less than for walking through your personal hell. It's merely your turn to find courage within yourself and rise above it. Now that's exactly what he's doing, and this is ultimately my point. He's getting help. Hurt pride, hurt ego, angry at himself. He's rising above all of that to get help for the betterment of himself, his family, and his family's future. To me, it does not get more courageous than that. It's a courage I'm not even sure I fully can comprehend. And I get it, right? You're in the middle of the chaos. You don't see it. We never see clearly in the middle. Because it feels like he's digging himself out of a hole, so he doesn't see the magnitude of his decision. But given the season he's currently in, he is making himself the hero. And there will be a point a few years from now when, sure, courage will look different. Because what life asks of him at that point will be different. But we have to...
All right. Cool. What are some... Did you get anything inspiring out of that? A little slow. But there was
In the midst of the chaos, if you just keep digging, you'll find your way out of it.
Ooh. I'm gonna write that in that. Was that a quote or is that your quote?
And I'm pretty sure that's what they said.
In the midst of the chaos, keep digging. And you will get your way out of, and you will get you out of it.
To find your way out of it.
You'll find your way out of it. Awesome. I love that. Thank you. Anything else?
Mhm.
Yeah, I like how he was saying that you're always one bad decision or one good decision away from ending up where you're going to be.
Yup.
Yes.
I picked that out too. I wrote that down too. A few good decisions away from the positive transformation you're looking for. That's it. And sometimes you're in the midst of it, like you're in that hole and you don't see it, but just keep making those positive decisions, and eventually you're gonna be on the other side looking down and like, wow, look how far I've come. And
Agreed.
yeah. And that's how he was saying, like, courage is different for everyone and every circumstance, you know, it changes in time. Sometimes it's slaying the dragon, and sometimes it's just picking up the sword. Oh, cool. That was inspiring. Thank you so much. Hope that will help you through your day. Take some courage. And here's your reminder to drink some water and take your vitamins and minerals, medications as prescribed. Yes, yes, yes. Very important to do this first thing in the morning. Can't emphasize enough. Used to have super bad anxiety before I would hydrate. That was just one tip that I had. It was to stay hydrated for my anxiety. And next is our attitude of gratitude. Attitude of gratitude is, what are we grateful for today? I'm putting 2 minutes on the clock and we put it in the chat. This is our time to stay accountable and really think about what we're grateful for and stay positive. You know, when we're in the midst of, we're in that hole, one tool, one good decision would be to think of, what am I grateful for today? What is going right in my life? So put those in the chat. We're grateful for gardens and health and kiddos' health, for paper, water, for friends helping with different things. Awesome things to be grateful for. Next is, what are our goals today? Without having a vision, we don't get too far. We might get a little bit ahead, but when we have a clear vision of what we're going to achieve, it's much better. Plus, we have a group here to help us stay accountable. So if we put our goals in the chat, we can help encourage one another and maybe get some accountability partners going. This is also your time to check your calendar and set reminders and alerts in your phones or however you do it to remember your big appointments. We have some goals to do this morning routine, go hiking, go to the store, drinking lots of water, eating healthy, finishing coursework that we have, and laundry, things like that. Those are some awesome goals. And next is my uplift or healing hearts. What can we do to help the planet, help the people on the planet? What's something besides ourselves, even though it does benefit ourselves by helping others? It's really, really good to think about what can I do to share? What kind of gifts can I give the world? So take a moment to think of that. And if you can even do it at this time, go ahead and get it done. Gonna go get my water. Awesome sauce. Woo. Anybody like to share anything that they are going to do today or what you're grateful for before we move on to our card?
Well, I've been feeling a little under the weather, so I'm grateful I'm feeling a little better today.
Yay, awesome.
Glad to hear that.
Thanks.
That's really good to hear, Trish. Anything, any tips for anyone when they're feeling under the weather?
Well, get to the doctors when you need to get to the doctors. Sometimes it's just as simple as getting on an antibiotic. Stay hydrated, take good care of yourself, take the time to take good care of yourself, rest when you need to.
Nice. And keeping a positive attitude, like not overthinking or worrying too much, especially before you get to the doctor. Would that be a good tip?
Yeah, yes. That was my lesson learned, yes.
That's your lesson learned.
Stress does not help healing.
No, it does not. It's a hard thing to do, but breathing
It actually can
exercises
make you
and
feel worse.
we'll say that again.
So it can actually make you feel worse. I've literally been sick just off of stress alone. Stupid.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I have had allergy attacks just by thinking I'm going to have an allergy attack.
It's so crazy what our minds do.
Yeah. I hadn't even reached the farm yet, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have an allergy attack once I, get around those cows. And before I even got to the farm, I was having hives all over. Yeah, it's crazy. No. All right. I'm gonna pull a card, a mindfulness card. It is Cats Against Anxiety. Speaking of anxiety. And there we go. I like this one. Oh! They're flying everywhere. You will survive this. Oh, yes, you will. And deep breaths. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Count to 5 and exhale slowly. Focus on your breath and the feeling in your lungs. Repeat as needed. So let's do it together, guys. Let's just do a little tiny mindfulness before we end the live. For you guys, though, we will continue the Zoom so that we can associate. But everybody just close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Hold it as long as you need to and release. Ooh. Release those shoulders. A deep breath in. Release. Adjust your feet, make your legs heavy. Imagine an energy coming from the source of all creation, an energy coming from the center of the universe down through the top of your head, down your spine, all the way down your legs, through your feet into the center of the earth, and knowing that you are grounded, protected, and guided today. You can put your hands on your heart and say, all is well. Everything is going my way today. Yes, very good. One last deep breath in the present moment and release. Open your eyes when you're ready. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Anybody watching the replay, I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day. And I am ending the live now. For those of you who are still in my Zoom room,